AV Life is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, Audinate, Crestron, Panasonic, and Sennheiser. Thank you so much for your support.
Welcome, everybody. You are joining us for the AV Life. My name is Murphy Daly. I am the Director of IT Project Management, AV Veteran, and I am living the AV life.
Hey, this is Nancy Blanchard from San Jose, California for Williams AV, and you are watching and listening to the AV Life.
And I'm your host, Tim Van Wert from Rutgers University, AV higher ed veteran at this point. I think I've qualified for veteran status at this point. And you are watching and listening to the AV Life. It's funny. It just popped into my head. I'm like, I'm going to be celebrating 12 years in higher ed AV in January. So it's been a long journey.
Dozen.
I know, an even dozen. I like baker's dozens though, but
that's coming up.
That's another year away. So, but yeah, we are back. We're here. I know I released an episode on Monday. It was a little off on the Halloween topic, but we didn't record last week. Unfortunately, I came down with that flu that's been flying everywhere. So be free from the flu and make sure you flee when flu flies, as Abbott and Costello used to say.
Wow.
I dated. It's funny. I dated myself, but I didn't date myself because my dad loves Abbott and Costello. So like I've listened to their stuff. I have it on tape. I have it on cassette tape. And one of their
your dad and his proclivities as you carry on the tradition.
Yes. Well, and I do have my record player over here on my new workstation as well. So I do appreciate the older media as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Although vinyl is new again now, but
it is.
That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother topic we could go back and circle back around on again and have that conversation. So yeah, I got me and my family got kind of knocked out with that flu that's been going around. So I take it or leave it, but maybe consider getting your flu shot if you have not gotten it already. This one's kind of nasty, and I don't usually get sick like this. And I got it pretty bad this time. So whatever's happening, we've all been kind of sitting at home, not being exposed to people. So I think that's part of it. So protect yourself and your loved ones. Go get your flu shot.
My husband says he's got some kind of something, so I guess we'll be having a alone time.
Yeah.
He can be over there. I'm going to leave him alone and avoid the germs.
Yeah, keep those fluids up. Have your vitamins and take care of yourself. But we're back. Zoomtopia is happening right now. I know it's it's funny. I hear about this every year, and we kind of started talking about this at the beginning before we started recording. Way back, I shouldn't say way back, but back when I was a crew member here on the AV Life, Zoom was a sponsor of the AV Life. Corey and Eric Ewan used to talk. From my understanding, used to talk all the time. And there's Nancy showing off her Zoomtopia t-shirt.
Ooh, Zoom, that plucky little AV conferencing company. Wait.
Yeah.
Now it's got its own Topia.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, Nancy, you've been kind of keeping tabs on what's been happening over there. With that, and I know like Polly had a watch party that our friend Chris Netto was down there for, and they were down in like the DC area doing that, and I mean,
I'm the same as you. I've heard about it. I know nothing about it, what goes on, and then this year, just through Twitter and things, I got to meet the tech influencer on Twitter, Evan Kurtzel. Met him for dinner at Morton's right downtown because I live in San Jose, and it was neat. I I was trying to wonder how some people were able to attend, because I learned that you had to pay to go, and it was like $1,200 or something dollars, but then there was a coupon code for 300 off. Well, around $900. Now I'm not paying for myself, but they said it was sort of like as a trade show type of atmosphere with booths in there that were set up. I think QSC was there, and trying to think of the other ones all of a sudden. There were a couple displays, I think, and then they had speakers and things.
Mhm. I've seen like some of the announcements that have come out from that. I heard Tesla is now you can actually fully integrate your Zoom into your Tesla. So I'm sure we'll be getting Joe Way calling in directly from Zoom in his Tesla one of these days. So that's a new thing, where the ad I saw a lady, she was starting her car, like she was getting her car charged, and she started her Zoom call, got into the car, it like natively transferred over to the Tesla, and then she was started taking the call while she was in the car. She was
Are we
she
talking about
was
cars?
parked though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are talking about cars.
I just got my finally, I drove the Maverick truck, which has like CarPlay, which is not exactly that fancy, but
Mm-hmm.
it's got the Zoom app on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know, some days if I'm working hard, I may be joining us all from the app in the
Did you wait? So did you got your Maverick?
yes.
All right,
It was
finally.
immensely difficult to get because we were on the waiting list. We've talked about this, we're on this waiting list. And then Ford is like, yeah, we'll try to get it to you this year, we promise. And then like, yeah, we'll try to get it to you in December. And then the gossip, this is a whole gossip situation my husband's involved in. And they're like, the gossip is if you don't get it, if your estimated build date is in December, it's going to be moved into 2023. And that's a whole nother thing when you get it in the 2023 year. And so he's like, I will not be denied. I will not be denied. And I am sorry Renee is not here because this is her territory. There was a dealer in Kansas who said, if you buy a truck from us and you want it, we will pay your ticket and hotel, and you can buy it from us and you can drive it back. So that is exactly
Wow.
what he did. Yes.
Wow, that's impressive. That
Supply chain will not get in our way. We shall not be
wow.
denied.
That's a way to break in a car, drive
Right.
it back from Kansas.
Salina, Kansas. Yes.
How many hours does that take?
Mm,
Or days?
3 days.
Okay.
But you know what? It's a nice truck. It's very quiet. And with the hybrid, because that's the hybrid was the choke point. We're like, with gas prices being what they are, I've never had a truck before, but I'm like, I kind of like this. And I drove it back and forth to the jobby job downtown LA today. And it was pretty groovy. I'm like, all right.
Nice.
And we had
Awesome.
I'm like, I could do Zoom from here. I don't know if it shows up or if it's just audio. It's probably just audio in the car, I would think, if you're driving.
Yeah, I'll have to test that next time because I have the CarPlay in my car too, in my Hyundai Tucson. So I want to I'll have to try that next time because I'm sure I'll jump on some sort of HETMA call or something from my car. I'm
Hey,
notorious for doing
we
that.
live.
Yeah. Well, I have a reputation now, apparently, among HETMA and higher ed AV people that whenever we seem to have meetings, it's always around 3:30 in the afternoon, which is when I'm heading home. So I'm taking my call in the car. It's like,
Right.
oh, look, there's Tim in the car again. It's like, yes, I am in the car again.
Right. Good time.
So,
So
but
Zoom.
yeah, so
Zoom can
Zoom,
do this.
yeah. So that's that was a big point. And then Murphy, I saw you had sent us an article. AMC is now delving into the world of Zoom rooms. I'm suspect of this, but
Are you?
go ahead, Murphy.
Well, this is interesting because if people are like moving, there's been a huge move away from actually being in real estate. So they're like, oh, people are going to work from home. If they want to have a big together time, the theater
Hmm.
as a thing. So
Well, and there are AMCs all over the country. So
I don't know if they're all going to be, I imagine they're not all going to be equipped with Zoomology.
Well, what I read actually and heard was that no, it's a chance for not only to have a corporate event in that one location, but it's to be able to connect to other AMC locations. So now all of a sudden you're all connected.
Whoa.
mhm. So you could, in theory, have this multicast system that could you go to your local AMC and you join in on a Zoom call with
Yeah.
other folks at other AMCs. So
That's pretty fancy. And
it's a
AMC was having some
mega
trouble.
watch party.
That could be used for companies because, like as you said, they're getting rid of their real estate. So what if they have launch parties, rollout parties of product,
Mhm.
customer all hands on deck meetings?
Hmm.
Yeah.
My husband said, so everyone could get a ticket. And when you have an all hands meeting, one of the things that I have experienced in corporate America is the all hands meeting that says, if you're in this meeting, you're not fired.
Hmm.
So he said, if you're going to theater 12 and the tickets for theater 6, like the 12 ones, please turn in your laptop. But the 6, they're like,
Oh,
yay for you. I'm like, ooh,
oh, that's a dark
that's
road
dark.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're gonna put on a happy Disney movie for the people in theater 12, so that way they don't feel so bad about being let
Maybe
go.
when you wish.
Well, and that's the thing. That was another thing that they put in there was that you could add a movie ticket onto the package. So you
Hey.
could turn it into like a team building event or something like that as well. So you could meet, have your work stuff, and then, hang out for John Wick 4, which was just announced. So, it's
Yeah, I also heard that it was just a PR stunt, that it'll never happen. But
I don't know. I mean, Renee may
Renee
have
had some
something on. She had
ideas.
some.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to
maybe.
I don't want to divulge too much,
Yeah.
but Renee may have something there. We could talk about
Stay
that
tuned.
another episode. But yeah,
And
But
let
see,
me
if
if
you
tell you,
that.
but
Renee
if
can
you
hook you up.
if you already have screens in these locations, then why would
Mhm.
you need any additional?
I think they
Confidence
had breakout
monitors
rooms.
or breakout, because they have a lot of party rooms. At least some of the newer
Telling
AMCs
you.
have party rooms for the kids, like if for the birthday parties that happen.
Oh,
Well,
I've never,
So you
mine
could
doesn't.
oh, see, the ones by me, they do. So they
Oh,
have like little party
wow.
rooms. So I could see those being flipped into a seminar type space. It's like, here's a 85-inch display with a poly bar and a built-in PC that for a Zoom room. There you go. Never mind. I'm trying to
Mm.
I'm thinking agnostic, and I can't do that with this conversation.
I wonder, some of these theaters, they've got so many screens, they've got
Mhm.
like, the multiplex of 50 screens. You're like, ooh, maybe they're realizing 50 screens isn't being filled up anymore. So they like take out the seats of one and put in little studio tables and a lovely rolling cart for display with a camera on the top. Hello,
Mhm.
John in Kansas. How are you? And
Although
have a little
they
sub.
have to be careful with like those new recliner chairs though, because what if you're having a really boring meeting, and then all of a sudden I go back, I put my legs
Boring
up,
meeting?
and
No. They got the
and it's
tables. They
dark,
got to sit up. They're going to be
the dark theater,
straight back, wooden chair with a lot of air conditioning. You're
we're gonna
done.
freeze everybody.
Done.
yeah.
Okay. Give us your ideas quick. Okay. Let me out of here.
Here's hot cocoa for you.
Yikes.
But
Well,
I mean, I could see that the spaces are not being utilized to their full extent like they used to. Although imagine having a Zoom meeting on like an IMAX screen.
Well, that's what
Like
I'm
the
saying.
the
Yeah.
giant screen. I mean,
I'm
I mean,
sorry. This is dying to be used for esports.
well, it's possible. And I think some of them have started to allow that. Some of the theaters have allowed them, like, bring in, you could rent the theater, bring in your PlayStation, and you could play on the big screen. So there,
Mm,
I will say, I think AMC is just
possibility.
trying to grasp at anything they can to drive revenue at this point.
Didn't they
It's
have this whole drama about their stock being last year being
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so like right now, and it's funny, I wasn't part of that, but I actually did buy into AMC. Let me see where, as
She's
of
that kind
this
of guy. You're
recording,
trendy.
I am where is it? Right now, AMC is trading at $6.10 a share.
That would, it costs more to get a popcorn than a share.
Yeah, I'd rather go spend that's what they should do. You go to the theater, you buy your ticket. Hey, while you're here, why don't you buy a couple shares of AMC stock while you're here?
Yeah.
Or like, give it to me at a discount because I'm there already,
Mm, I don't
I'm trying to
know.
look and see
Tough.
where, yeah, the 52-week high. So within the last year, it maxed at $28,
That is the moment.
$28.24.
Yeah.
So that was right after the big Robin Hood push
Yeah.
on it.
Remember that.
So it's an interesting concept. So I'll the what is it from dodgeball? It's like it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for him. It's like so so yeah, in other news, we are a little light on the crew, as you see here. Everyone's kind of out and about. We do want to wish a very happy marriage and congratulations to
Mm.
AV professional Lex Evans now, and wish her many years of happiness.
A friend of the AV life and one of the charming guests, an excellent what was she? Wasn't she an AV like a star or something? Wasn't she?
She was one
Rock
of
star,
our
rock
she was
star.
one of our rock stars. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, what
Yeah,
is she?
and
Where's she working now?
she works for USC still.
Oh, she still does.
So
Oh, I thought she'd
yep.
moved on or something.
No, she's just remote. She's actually not in California with the rest of the team. So,
Mm.
but
Okay.
with what she's doing, she doesn't need to be there. So,
Is it
yeah.
PR she's doing?
Design and
Oh,
and user experience, I think. So,
okay.
I don't want to get that wrong. So I apologize, Lex, if I got that kind of wrong. But yeah, so, and she's got her hands in helping us with at HETMA and higher ed AV, so she's everywhere, just almost as everywhere as Joe is. So
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I just saw that he was at another event.
yep. So yeah, so he's actually at the wedding right now too. So that's why he's not with us tonight. I saw some messages back and forth on our Slack channel. So
So
yeah,
it seems like these days with Joe, it's like, where in the world is Joe? What's he got?
exactly.
Cardboard fold out thing of him sitting in his chair in his office.
I know. Yeah, he should. Yeah, it's like it's just
Oh no, he's upgraded to hologram. But yeah,
Yeah.
he got one.
yeah.
As
Somehow. Oh no, he's got
early-
the portal thing. So he doesn't need that. He could just portal himself in wherever he is. So he went and bought one of those for his for USC. So so yeah, so, and as we're getting now into Thanksgiving and into the holidays and all that fun stuff, it's interesting actually. So I am a big fan of Christmas. I will say that. But I also respect Thanksgiving because
You respect it. Okay.
I respect
Okay.
Thanksgiving. So like I I pull back on the urges to pull open, Holly on Sirius XM, or or holiday traditions on Sirius XM, and start listening to my Christmas music. So I push that to the side, and we've had great weather here in New Jersey. I am missing out on prime decorating weather right now. So, but I'm not doing any of that because like I'm ready for Christmas, but it's like I know I don't want to mess with Thanksgiving.
I did know someone who really felt we should have Thanksgiving carols. Some kind of
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
carols.
carols. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like, we got to work on that. We need to get some acoustic guitar, maybe harp. I don't know. Thanksgiving carols.
Well, there's the turkey song from Adam Sandler. So, I mean, that's
Start.
I mean, it's the first thing that pops into my head is that, but
Yeah, but you know what? It's even ridiculous is because with Hallmark and even GAC is that they start the Christmas movies in October. It was like October 21st they started. And all of their shows now since then have been Christmas. So even the older Christmas movies, and this will play right up until December or so. So there's no Thanksgiving movie, no celebration like that. We just jump straight into Christmas.
yeah, well, and I will say, like Lowe's and Home Depot and all those places, like I had Halloween to my right and Christmas to my left. They put, it's like they put everything out and said, we're selling it all right now. So I will say though too, and this is just a casual observation, the quality of artificial trees has plummeted this year. I feel like I was looking to buy an artificial tree this year because real trees get expensive, and family lifestyle changes, and it's kind of, sometimes it's a little difficult to keep up with a new tree, like a fresh tree, because you gotta make sure you water it and all that stuff. So it's like supply chain obviously is impacting real trees as well, because you can't truck them down the way that you used to. But yeah, like I was looking at artificial trees at Home Depot and Lowe's. They look terrible. Like it's almost Charlie Brown Christmas level, like where it seems like it's just a couple wires with with some branches and fake needles on it.
What are we gonna
So
do? We're gonna have to, I don't know, make leftovers out of make a Christmas tree out of leftover clothes hangers.
Target or what?
yeah, I'll have to try No, I did notice, I think the other day when I was at Walmart, I did notice the Christmas stuff was actually starting to show up. So Walmart at least was holding out a little bit. So but I did hear that like it was a sales thing, like more than anything else. They were just trying to drive more revenue. And if they have the Christmas stuff out early, people will buy the Christmas stuff early. I did buy a skeleton though today. So I bought a Halloween excuse me. I was over at CVS and they still had like Halloween stuff, and it was marked down ridiculous, and it was a 5-foot plastic skeleton. I'm like, all right.
Well, Santa hat on skeleton, it's awesome.
Yeah, why not? Dress them up
Ghost
and
of Christmas today.
Well, isn't there
little Jack Skellington action there,
What's that movie that with the skeleton and he dresses up as Santa Claus?
Nightmare Before
Yeah,
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. That's a whole nother conversation about Christmas movies. We could talk about that in December, and we could bring in all the diehard fans that wanted to talk about that as a Christmas movie, but
Mm, I don't know.
um, what, you don't know what?
We need some new traditions. We got to have like our own stuff, you know? Like
Mhm.
we got to create some Thanksgiving carols and get
So,
ready to.
well, yeah, it's interesting though. So I'm gonna kind of tease this for another future episode. Um, I'm gathering information for a what if episode here on the AV Life. So I'm trying to come up with some what if scenarios regarding AV things, and I'm basing this off of the Marvel animated series What If, that's on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Um, and not that I'm trying to plug it, but me and Nancy, we're Disney people. This is what we do. And so what that series does is it takes a look at different Marvel situations that happen in like the movies and things like that, and then ask the question of what if, and then they change something that happened. Like for instance, instead of Steve Rogers, Captain America, getting the serum that makes him into Captain America, Peggy Carter gets it instead. So the woman that's in the same, room as he is, but she gets the serum instead. What is that change for everything? So, which then turned into a whole Agent Carter thing, and so it was kind of cool.
I don't know that
Um,
character.
so it may sorry, the leftover from the flu here. The this agent or Captain Carter, excuse me, not Agent Carter, Captain Carter, uh that character has this what if episode, and she also makes an appearance in another Marvel movie that I'm not going to talk about in case I don't want to give spoilers. So
Okay, well, just what if somebody else? At the moment,
so
I'm just listening to it, I'm like, oh, really? It's kind of tired. Oh, it's a chick now. What's she how gonna do? I'm like, okay.
well, there's other one. I just picked that one because I know that's a popular one that people tend to lean towards. There are other ones. There's one that involves Black Panther. There's another one that involves zombies. So there's but anyway,
Okay.
that's what I'm looking to compile and to have an episode regarding here on the AV Life. Is like, what if, and then we'll change some sort of thing within the AV industry
Mm.
and look at it and come up with
Try
our
to
own
like alternate
scenario of how,
histories.
yes, an
Yeah.
alternate universe, Back to the Future style. Like if we went back and changed this, what would be the alternate timeline? Like that's
Hmm.
so I think it's good. I think it has potential to be a fun episode. So I think I had a few ideas for tonight to be ready in case, but then when it was just the three of us, I was like, you know what, we'll wait on it because I think we need more brains in this. So
Yeah.
not saying the three of us can't handle it, but I'm saying that many hands make light work, I guess. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
grasping at straws
Crowdsource
here.
it. Yeah.
Crowdsource it. There you go. That's it.
Hmm.
So, so yeah, that's kind of been my
Yeah.
brain lately. So, and like I said, I'm glad to be back on like regular schedule with the AV Life now. Yeah, we had that whole push of lots of episodes for a while there, and now we're back on regular Mondays. So all good things.
Oh, right. Hmm.
Sorry, it's tied. Oh, sorry. Devils are playing right now. So
Oh.
I got update. It's 3-3. It's tied.
Where are they playing?
So the Ottawa Senators. So
Ah,
So actually, we did miss something here. Nancy, how was the weather?
oh, there you go. Yeah.
how's the weather?
Yeah.
Here in San Jose, we had a couple days of rain and it was just amazing. It's chilly,
Hmm.
like in the mornings, 40s. I've had to twice put my furnace on because it's cold. But we
Mm.
were supposed to have rain the rest of the week and it hasn't. So that's unfortunate.
Mm.
I mean, reality wise, when I was going on my hike or around here, even behind my house, there's a walking trail too. It's all dried up and it just breaks my
Oh,
heart. Oh my
We need more
gosh.
water.
Yeah.
We got totally flooded this week. It was crazy. I think
Did you?
we got like 3.5 inches of rain, like a whole year's worth of rain in a day.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe they'll
That's
be, I don't know, we needed it.
And like, where does
yeah.
it go to? Because I was reading, if you have dry grass, because that ground is so dry, it's not absorbing the water. And that's why you have
Mhm.
floods because
Yeah.
it can go anywhere.
Well, yeah, I didn't hear about anybody falling under a slide of mud. So that's good. I heard a
Yeah.
little bit, but it was a little bit damaged, but it was mostly just a heck ton of rain. And,
Mhm.
but then, Tim, the Jersey weather. You
The
saw
Jersey weather. Well, actually, that's what I was saying is that we had a couple days of like 60s, 70-degree weather during the day and 40s at night, which was great. It was great sleeping weather. And then we're actually this weekend we're supposed to get the rain from subtropical storm Nicole or whatever they're calling her now.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So we're supposed to get that this weekend. So we're gonna get some rain and wind, but I mean, overall, I can't complain. Like I said, I can't complain about this weather right now because it's not ridiculously cold yet. So all I need is like November 27th for it to be a nice day because then I'll go outside and I will knock out all my Christmas decorations and I will be good to go.
Oh,
So,
we have
so I have 2.5 more weeks of, good weather. That's all I'm asking for.
my highly practical husband has a Christmas decoration philosophy.
Mm,
Now, it is charming to have the house outlined in Christmas lights,
hmm
but we kind of redid our yard a while back, and there's a lot of low water requiring bushes. So it's not a
hmm
lawn, there's just kind of these mounds of bushes. So he got these nets we just like drape over the bushes.
mm. Oh
And we
yeah,
put it
net
on the
lights.
lower
Yeah.
parts. Yeah, net lights, and we put some lights on the lower parts. And then we also have a little laser decoration. And I'm like, I could see you not climbing a roof especially after the OSHA 30 that I took,
Heh.
which is, oh my gosh, have you ever taken that? That is like nothing but
Mm.
death. Ladders will kill all of you. So I'm like, yeah,
That
I'm okay with that.
that's yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of ladders, or like really tall ladders, like which is funny coming from the guy that's like the tallest guy in higher ed AV, like that.
Mhm.
Um, I'm already tall enough. I mean, me going on a 6-foot ladder puts me already up at 12 feet. So, it's
Long way to
there,
fall.
there's a reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
be careful.
yeah. So actually I left my Christmas lights attached to the top of my roof all year
Mm.
this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
made the mistake 2 years ago of taking them down. And then my wife was like, "Why did you do that?" I'm
Why?
like, "I
What
was
were you
didn't
thinking?
want to leave them up." And she's like, we want to leave them up. That's why we got the better lights." And I'm like, "Oh." So they stayed up this year. I did have to do some repairs during the summer though, because
Mm.
the little the little clips for the lights started rotting
Oh,
because they're out in the sun and the rain and
that's tough.
for they're in the environment for 365 days. So a few of them had to be replaced.
Well, that happens.
Yeah. So
Nothing lasts forever.
yes, exactly. So I'm yeah, so but otherwise, yeah, it's been nice and comfortable here in New Jersey and no freak snowstorm yet. So I'm okay with that too. Like 2 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah. Well, there's your and
Christmas behind there. No, that's fall. Those are sparkly fall leaves.
yes, those are leaves. Yes. Nancy's in fall mode still.
Oh, yes, of course. We haven't had Thanksgiving yet.
Okay. Yes.
See, yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I,
you know what? I lie. I did put out one winter decoration, and it was because it was hanging in a closet, and it's this like springy snowman thing that we have. And I put him on the door handle to the closet like he's supposed to be in. So, because it was in the way, I was hanging up coats, and I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna put you out."
Yes. It's the
He got put out.
you watch the Macy's Day Parade?
Oh well, yeah, we'll watch that on Thanksgiving morning, and then I'm very excited for Rutgers to be involved in 2023. So, so funny thing about that tweet, because I shared it out to everybody. I shared it out when I saw it.
Yeah.
Apparently, when I did that, I guess the marketing team for athletics saw that I did that, and then they put it on the jumbotron at the football game. I got text messages from people at the game being like, "We saw your tweet. Are you here?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I'm not at the game," but yet they shared my tweet because I'm sitting at home. Like, it was just funny.
Wait, what was your tweet?
What was that?
What was your tweet?
So Rutgers marching band has been asked to
Oh.
be part of the Macy's parade in 2023. Not this year. It'll be next year. So I retweeted it, and I was like, "This is awesome, great! Go RU, hashtag Thanksgiving, hashtag whatever." Yeah, and then so my tweet ended up on the jumbotron at the football game that was happening at the same time. So
Okay, so you had your fame, your moment of
Yeah.
fame.
I had my 15 seconds of fame as it got thrown up on the jumbotron, and I wasn't even at the game. So
That's how famous you are. Good for you.
I didn't even. I was like, that wasn't even the point of the tweet. It was just to be, because I was excited about the fact that we were going to be in the parade. So, and that's the cool thing. I will say that's the cool thing about being over here in New Jersey. Around this time of year, and as we get closer to Thanksgiving, I get to see things that some people don't get to see. Like must have been about 5 years ago. I happened to be driving on Route 80 that heads towards New York City and in that direction. I had to pull over for the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It was with police. It had police escort and was in the same lanes as I was. So I pulled over to let this massive tree on a giant flatbed just keep going. And then I think like the year after, I happened to notice some of the float pieces for like some of the displays for the parade go by as well. They were on separate flatbeds, and they were going into New York as well. So actually, no, this has to have been longer ago because I was living in that area. So it had to have been, over 8 years ago, almost 10 years ago at this point. So, fun things about being near New York.
Yeah. I remember one year where the tree was up and they had like all of the decorations out on the street ready to start decorating it. It'd be gorgeous.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna take my son into the city this year to go see the tree, because we haven't gone to the city with him because
Okay.
timing wise, it just never works. It didn't work out because like when he was younger, didn't really make sense because he was so young. And then we had 2 years of COVID. So we weren't going to go into the most populated city like in the US with a 5 to 6 year old. And so this year he's about the right age. So I think he'll
if you
really
go,
enjoy it.
take a picture of the tree and then post it.
Yes, there will definitely be pictures. So, all right. And look at that. I think we've just about hit our 45-minute mark here. Any other topics for discussion before we part ways tonight? The comments for the general good, I believe, is what they sometimes call it.
Comments for the general good.
Well,
I think that's what we used to call it.
I think what I've learned from tonight, Murphy, is that Tim has an obsession with Christmas and would rather
yes.
directly jump from Halloween to Christmas. So we have to find some way to extend the Thanksgiving cheer to him.
Well, no.
Oh, is that
Let
what
me
that
be
means?
clear. I'm
Okay.
not looking to squash Thanksgiving. Let me put that out there. I don't need Thanksgiving haters to come and DM me or the Thanksgiving lovers to come after me.
Oh,
I enjoy Thanksgiving, and my family always does a big thing about it. So, this is the alternating years as married couples do, so this year we go to my family the day after. So
Yeah.
yeah, I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm not hating on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But
So
yes, I'm ready for Christmas though.
So literally the day after Thanksgiving, we'll start seeing pictures posted on Twitter of your decorations all up.
Yes, that is an accurate statement.
Just to be clear.
So yes, just to be clear, that part is accurate. So, all right, Murphy, anything else to add? All right.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Murphy. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you to all of our listeners for listening in on a atypical AV life. I guess not our
Cozy
typical
little AV life.
cozy little AV life. I like that. Yeah, cozy little AV life. There we go.
Mm.
And yeah, so thanks for listening, and until our next adventure.